Setting the stage for tonight's Atlantic 10 battle on ESPNU. The Davidson Wildcats making the trip to face off with the Washington Colonials as both these teams in search of their first conference victory of the season. George Washington in their home black. It'll be Davidson in the road red, and it's George Washington controlling the opening tip. One number change. John Axel Gudmundsson, normally number 3, the freshman, wearing number 35.
Well, that's important for Davidson to clean that up, because the pick and pop at the top, GW will run that to death with Kavanaugh. That's his spot. A better flow, making other guys better, finding the open man at the rim. That time GW did not body up on McGarity as they've been doing all game long.
5 points for McGarity. Down to a 3-point advantage for the Colonials. Having to shoot it up, Watanabe. Defender in his face somehow gets that shot to go in.
You saw in that last possession, John, what Watanabe can do. He just gets in the lane. He's got that big length, that 6'9", long arms, and that ability to finish and do that as well.
And in fact, second in the Atlantic 10 to Jalen Adams and Matt Mobley for St. Bonaventures. Watanabe, the short jumper goes down, and George Washington is firing in this first half, 8 of 11 from the field.
Well, it's going to be a long night for Davidson.
To answer the 9-2 run by George Washington. Here's Kavanaugh, long-range shot, somehow goes down for the senior.
Watching the boys warm up, and before the game, that ball hits the front iron, it's going down. It's like playing in the park.
Watanabe sets up Kavanaugh for the 3-point shot. He's got the last 5 for George Washington. George Washington, who has missed 8 of their last 10 shots, still has a 2-point advantage. Watanabe has been a focal point in this first half. The 4th Japanese-born player in Division I. Here's Kavanaugh off the pick and roll, knocks down the 3.
John, I'm off Monday. Any chance I can get one of those tickets that I saw in your wallet earlier today? I heard it was a rumor you may be at the game, so I was wondering if you take a good friend.
You know what? You're my backup plan. Why are they only down by 1?
Well, they're doing a good job defensively. You know, they've had a couple of issues with playing the back screen on the flex cut and then the pick and pop. But other than that, they've been very physical.
Here's Cena with a contested 3-point shot that gets the lead up to 4. As Davidson within 2 as we get away for the second half. A Wildcats team that had 12 made field goals in that first half on 10 assists. Yet George Washington maintaining the lead. The largest of the game was 10 early on. Watanabe, the junior. Fader goes down. A nice start to this second half for the Colonials.
Well, creating space, that's what Watanabe can do with that length. Gibbs struggling with the size of Watanabe. He's just doing a nice job of, at 6'9", of denying and getting out in the lane, using that length just to force him to put it on the floor and give it up. Davidson just at the rim, looked at the defender instead of finishing the play.
Alley-oop from the other end, Watanabe off the feed from Rowland.
This is just beautiful basketball, and GW in transition. The perfect look over the top, and you see Yuta Watanabe, just the ability to elevate in transition.
When you think about it, the junior coming in, standing with a frame of 6'9". Maurice Joseph saying that he's one of the most talented players on this George Washington team and his toughest perimeter defender.
You can see tonight he is just doing a really good job on Jack Gibbs.
And for Davidson, normally forcing turnovers has been the biggest issue. They've ranked towards the bottom in the nation in that category, yet they've been able to force the 12 tonight to keep it within 1. Regal backdoor cut to Gibbs. Taken away by Rowland. As we approach the midway point, John Brickley, Tim Welsh inside the Charles E. Smith Center. George Washington and Davidson both looking for their first victory in conference play. The Colonials 8-6 on the year. Davidson a 7-5 mark. Shot clock down to 5 for Cena. Gives it off to Watanabe. Top of the arc. Knocks down the 3.
GW needs to go through Kavanaugh and Watanabe almost every possession. I mean, they shoot it, but they've got to put their mitts on it because they are very dangerous with the basketball. That time coming off the down screen, off the flex. Here's what Watanabe can do. They little down screen, back screen. They're running the flex. He sets the little cut back screen down on the baseline. And just a quick release, and at 6'9", doesn't need much space. Now Davidson is doing a nice job of hanging in this game, really without anything from Jack Gibbs, what they normally get.
7 points, 3 of 11 shooting, normally averages just over 22 points per game. What has GW done tonight to shut down the 8th leading scorer in the nation?
You see the length of Watanabe there, just bothering him. He gets all the way to the rim, but just can't finish over the 6'9" defender. Well, he's got that nice touch around the rim. He just has to get stronger and learn how to create space for himself. They see Gibbs.
Just has not been the night for the senior with the reach-in foul. He has struggled tonight. 3 of 13 for Gibbs.
He does a really good job of getting into the lane, but then you see Watanabe at 6'9" is there, his presence. He gets beat off the bounce, but he's able to recover because of his size.
Final minute of play. Both teams trying to get their first conference victory of the season. Kavanaugh to the point. Toro in the paint. Can't get the shot to go. Diving attempt by Kavanaugh. Now Watanabe, and a reset of the shot clock in the offense for GW. A nice hustle play. Final seconds tick away. Aldridge. And that will do it. GW survives at home, knocking off Davidson 73-69 as the Colonials are able to pick up their first conference win. Tim, you take a look at this matchup. GW, impressive win at home.